Good morning. I was just laying in bed and thinking to myself, I haven't made popovers in forever. I should make some popovers. If you don't know what popovers are, they're like an egg batter that you pour into muffin tins or a popover pan, and they like puff up. And then you cut the top of them with a knife when they're just out of the oven so that they can like vent and not get soggy, but also so that you can put butter or maple syrup or jam or something in there and it like melts and gets all delicious. This morning I thought to myself, I haven't made popovers in a long time. And then I thought, what if I filled them with like breakfast stuff, like eggs and sausage or bacon or salsa, and made them like savory kind of thing. So I'm gonna try. I'm gonna show you how I make popovers. I'll link the recipe that I use from King Arthur flour below in the description if you'd like to have the recipe. And we'll do a little experimenting to fill them with savory deliciousness. Let's go. First, I'm gonna start with the filling. So I'm just gonna cook some turkey sausage until it's browned. Easy peasy. And then for something fresh, I'm going to make kind of a pico de gallo with chopped onion, chopped tomato. I didn't have fresh jalapenos, so I'm just going to use these vinegar jalapenos. You can use fresh if you have them. Add some salt and some fresh lime juice. And then I just toss it together and throw it in the fridge until I'm ready to use it. It's really quick and easy to make, and you can throw it on eggs, in burritos, on nachos, on your beans, a bunch of different things. It's a great thing to just keep in the fridge and throw on. Now we're going to get to making the actual popover batter. You start with 4 eggs. To that, add 1.5 cups of milk and a pinch of salt. Whisk until the egg and milk are well combined and no streaks of egg yolk are showing through. While that's whisking up, I'll measure out 180 grams of flour and then add that to the batter. And then continue whisking until no clumps remain, scraping down the sides as necessary. The recipe from King Arthur flour suggests beating it on a high for 20 seconds to increase the frothiness of the batter, which worked really well for me. And finally, we'll add 43 grams of melted butter. Let that whisk until it's incorporated, and that's your batter. Now to prepare the muffin pan, you can also use a popover pan if you have one. I'm just going to use a muffin tin. Make sure that you spray not only the insides of the muffin cups, but the top of the pan itself as well, because as they're baking, they're going to rise and expand and kind of puff up over the sides of the cup itself, so they can get really stuck to the top of the pan. And then fill the cups 2/3 to 3/4 of the way full. And then we're going to bake them at 450 degrees for 20 minutes without opening the oven door. It's very important. Then at 20 minutes, turn it down to 350 and bake for another 10 to 15 minutes. Also important to mention is that when you bake these, you want to make sure that you bake them on a lower rack in your oven without another rack above it. You want to leave them plenty of room to puff up, and you don't want them too close to the top of the oven where the tops will burn. While they're in the oven, it's time to prepare our final filling, which is going to be fried eggs. I was going to make some scrambled eggs to put in there, but I thought that maybe the fried egg would give you some kind of buttery, eggy goo to dip your popover in and kind of run everywhere when you cut into it, so we'll see. When they come out of the oven, it's very important to give them a little air vent for the steam to escape, because otherwise they'll get soggy very fast. So what I like to do is just puncture them with a butter knife in the top and give the knife a little twist as I put it into the popover so that it creates a little hole. Oh my gosh, okay, that's really good. Conclusion, filling them with savory meat and fried egg was an excellent idea. I don't want to toot my own horn, but these are, if you've never had these before, they're like super thin, very delicate kind of pastry. They're very buttery, eggy, and soft because that's what they're made of. They're just mostly egg and milk. When you like cut it open, is kind of thin and delicate, and there's like this pocket on the inside where you can put stuff, which is why I was thinking you should put breakfast stuff in there. I also have leftover cream cheese mix from last week's video making the Danish, so I'm probably gonna have several of these and put some cream cheese in there, some jam, even that honey that we made last week, the spiced honey, that would be really good. Maple syrup, ham, bacon, and cheese. Cheese would get all melty. Many options. This is what happens when I cook. I just get other ideas for more cooking. All right, well, I'm gonna go eat this while it's hot. So if you like this video or you learned something, give it a like. If you'd like to learn more, subscribe to my channel. I upload every Friday. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.